been a while. I've had a lot of messages on here, on Twitter and on Bandcamp asking if I'm still making content. So I thought I'd do a little update so that everybody knows where I am with this channel. So, at the beginning of last year, I was made redundant and this channel was demonetized in the same week. So there was this element of finding new work along with a hit of demonetization. And this meant that the channel stopped being a big focus of my life. I started putting a plan together to adjust the channel to get remonetized while still putting out the content that you guys all come here for. And by the time I'd got all that sorted out, I'd started a new job as a music lecturer in a local college. Anyone who's done this job will know how time consuming it all is, especially when it's a new course. So you have to write modules and assignments, schemes of work, lesson plans and all this other stuff. So that's taken up a lot of my evenings and I've only recently got on top of it all. I'm also doing a teaching qualification, so I need time to study for that as well. This whole COVID-19 situation has allowed me some time to sort out all the different things that I need to do and finally get on top of where I'm supposed to be. So with all that other stuff going on, I've struggled to find the time to create the content. And when I have found the time to create content, it's been for another project I'm involved with. Oathsworn is a 1-to-4 player co-op board game. It's in this dark fantasy setting, so it's kind of a cross between Kingdom Death and the Dark Souls game. It has its own world design and loads of really cool mechanics. It was on Kickstarter a few months ago, back in October. Where I come in is in the companion app that's coming with this game. The game comes with this huge narrative, which you'll also be able to get in this audiobook style format on the app. But what the app also includes is an ambience for all the locations within the game, which are all created by me. So yeah, check it out. The miniatures are really awesome as well. So YouTube seems to really like my face, and they're withholding any money until they see more of it. So I'm going to be adding more videos of me talking. Now it'll mostly be explanations of how I've made different soundscapes, but I'll throw in a few other things like product reviews, ramblings on soundscapes and other gaming stuff, and anything else that comes to mind really. Now I'll still be doing the soundscape stuff, but I've got to up the percentage of videos that contain my face, like this one. So a lot of the comments on my videos are compliments or they're in-character quotes, other random things like that. But there are a few questions that keep coming up, so I'm going to try and answer a few of those right now. Can I use your stuff for podcasts and streams? Yes, of course you can. All I ask is you drop a mention and a link to my channel, and if you can just drop me an email, I'll post the email address below with a link to what you've used it for, and I can check it out and see how awesome your stuff is. Can I use your stuff for adverts, games and albums? In general, yes. But please email me first about this. I'll usually ask for a copy of the album, the game or the product, simply because I like to see how people have used my work. On the rare occasions that I do refuse permission, it's because I don't agree with something within the product, the game or the album, which is why I like to inquire about it and talk to people about it first. So that's why I like to know what it's being used for. Who made the artwork? Now, this is a question that comes up a lot. The simple answer is that most of the time, I don't know. To find the artwork, I use Google Images, and then once I've found one that I like and suits the soundscape, I'll do a reverse image search on it to find a high resolution one. The problem lies in an issue that is rife within the whole art and photography world. Images get taken and hosted on other websites, and then those images will get cropped to have the watermarks removed, and then they'll be rehosted on another website again. So for the majority of the images I use, I simply cannot find the original artist. When I can, I tend to drop their name in the description, and I'll drop them an email if I can find any contact details. So if you find one that isn't linked but you know who the artist is, drop a comment and I'll get straight on it. Can you make a particular soundscape for me? Yes and no. Some are trickier than others to create, and some are impossible to even conceptualize, let alone create. So I'll do my best, but creating 2 void dragons fighting inside of a celestial grandfather clock might be a bit beyond my conceptual capabilities. Your soundscapes are too long for certain apps. This was an issue with some of my older videos where I made them 3 hours and Rhythm within Discord wouldn't play anything 3 hours or longer. So I've edited them all to make them all a bit shorter, and they now work within Rhythm. In regards to Roll20, I have been in slow talks with them about getting my stuff on there, but the issue is quality. Now I think one of the things that sets my soundscapes apart from others is the high quality realism aspect of it, and the audio player within Roll20 has a 10 megabyte limit of file size. So You basically have a choice with my soundscapes of have 3 minutes of it, or if you want 10 or 20 minutes, you have to really drop the audio quality. And that's not something I'm willing to put out. Now, you're quite welcome to buy my stuff on Bandcamp and run it through a bit of software to change the audio quality to get it small enough to upload to Roll20. That's fine. But I'm not willing to put out low quality content. So obviously I make a lot of soundscapes, but tavern music is where a lot of fantasy stuff falls flat. So in an effort to try and resolve this, I've decided to record some medieval style albums, starting with a lyre harp album. So once I've learned to play this instrument enough, I'll record it, I'll throw it up on Spotify, and I'll throw a copy up on here as well. So that's it. Thanks for sticking with me, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for listening.